The altcoins had today a massive run. Of course, not all of them, but some of them. And I was talking about these altcoins for a while already. And that was, of course, due to a move in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is dumping right now a little bit. And the question is now, will this altcoin run continue, or will Bitcoin finally break the range and will go lower here and take the altcoins with it to the downside? That is something that we need to talk about today. So that's why you should make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, liking this video, and also activating the bell, that you will never miss out on these important updates. And now let's jump directly into the price action here. So here on the 1 hourly Bitcoin chart, you see we have right now a really ugly, bearish engulfing to the downside here. We saw a small bounce already back to the upside, but now Bitcoin is going lower and trying to break the range low here, or leaving the range. So and that is of course not a good sign, because we were above $30,000 here. Again, it's not a big move, it's like a $300-400 move to the downside, but of course the altcoins starting to take a hit here. The way that I am looking at this is that there's definitely some room to go a little bit lower to the downside. Remember, I told you yesterday there is a potential for a trend reversal to the downside if we are for good breaking the range and going lower here. But now Bitcoin is bouncing a little bit back to the upside. And if I extend here this downward sloping trend line, then we can see that we are basically bouncing off that. And we have to see where this is actually going here then in the next couple hours. But it is not good that we got rejected from the range up here, from the $30,340, $30,400. That, as you know, is a key level to break for Bitcoin to move here into higher levels. When we're looking then here on the 12-hourly chart, also here, remember guys, there is now the chance that Bitcoin drops here all the way down to like $28,800, $28,400, because we are starting to get into this void here between the two biggest ranges on the VPVR, and also again potentially a fake out on the RSI, where we tried to break above that line and could not really manage to do that. So actually I can draw it like this, and this is of course also not really good in the short or long term for Bitcoin right now. If we are not convincingly breaking above that, and the price action will also reflect a break to the upside, then then we should be prepared to test these lower levels in the 28K range before we see then a reversal back to the upside. Then here on Ethereum is surprisingly holding quite well up here on the daily chart. So we still have this inverse head and shoulders. We tried to break the neckline, which failed, and then we came down back to the golden ratio. We touched the top of it at the 0.65 level, 1,875. From there we bounced now 3 times already. Ethereum is holding quite well here during this move to the downside, and we lost like $5 right now in the last hour. So that is not that bad. It's like it's like 0.2%, something like that. It's not really significant. Yeah, but it would be, of course, significant if that candle today turns red. That is something that we don't want to see. We want this candle to return back to the upside. Now we are losing a little bit more on Ethereum. But yeah, I will be only concerned if we get here back into the golden ratio of the Fibonacci levels and break under it, because then we definitely go ahead lower under $1,800. But for now, I'm not seeing that. Here on the MACD, we were about to get a lighter red candle, which would indicate momentum shift back to the upside slowly, and also the RSI is still pointing a little bit to the upside. So also here, I'm not concerned quite yet that we will end the day on a negative note. Just let's go back quick to Bitcoin. Yeah, also there, still bounce in play right now. Not a massive one, but we're trying to bounce here. Let's have a look on the lower time frames, like the 5 minutes, how it's looking there. Yeah, so that could technically bounce already from here without getting any lower. We will see that in the next 6-7 minutes. If we're gonna see here some consolidation, continuation with a bear flag pattern, or if it's going to reverse here. But yeah, the bear's definitely trying to break the range here to the downside right now. That's something that we can definitely observe here. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade with me together, do that on BYBIT. There you can copy actually the trades that I'm taking myself, and you can get $30,000 absolutely for free, but only if you sign up with that specific link here. And you can also copy my trades on BingX, but also only with that specific link here. Just some trades that I made today, you can see here. This one was a $6,000 profit that I could bank today here, $6,100. And also on my copy trading account, you can see there's just, there we are also just going to the upside, and the overall ROI over the last 7 days is almost 73% in 7 days. So I give you an example. If you would have traded with $5,000, you would be up now $3,500-ish with your account that is following my trades. While we're talking about altcoins, let's have a look at altcoins right now, because I believe there are a lot of altcoins that are getting ready to break to the upside, the same as Link did today. Actually, let's start with Link for that. So you can see here, I gave you the perfect entry, guys. I have to point it out. I gave you the perfect entry here. Remember, last chance, when I said you should get in there, when we are breaking this downward sloping resistance line, that was the perfect entry from $6.50 or worst case $6.67 to trade this to the upside. Oh, actually I gave it all. I know that was my personal alarm. Okay, so but yeah, I actually gave you all the way down here already at $6.28 the signal to get in there. So if you would have listened to me, you would have made today alone 32% approximately without leverage. So if you would have used leverage, it would have been even more, and that in like what is that, like a week? Yeah, 8 days. In 8 days, 32% with 10x leverage would be 3x your money, which is insane. So, and I believe Link is not done yet. Link, what's going to happen here most likely is this daily candle will potentially close around $8 or $7.90, something like that. Then we're gonna see a small correction to the downside. Most likely coming back here to like $7.60, $7.70, and then some sideways action before we then continue to go here to the upside to the final target, which has an imbalance at $10.40, $10.64 approximately, and that will give you an additional, if I had to measure from here, I would say, how much is that? 31, 32, it's like 8%, 8%, and then a roughly 40% to the upside that we can make here. Let's check, guys. Let's check. Am I right? Yeah, 38% that we can bank here again when Link continues to go to the upside. So let's wait for some consolidation, and then I'm going to tell you when we should get in the next time into Link. So now back to LDO. So LDO is definitely also getting ready to break it to the upside. Once we are breaking above this downward sloping trend line, that will be my signal to get in. For me personally, if you want to be a little bit more safe, then wait until we get into this box here from $2.25 to $2.52. That will be then the level where you should go in the worst case. And then we trade this to the upside also to all these take profit levels. They are partially based on the Fibonacci extensions. As you can see here, the second take profit and the final take profit are Fibonacci levels at $3.89 and $4.90, $4.83, and overall 104% is possible to be gained here over the next couple of weeks. Then DYDX is also, it is right now in our last chance box. It is above the downward sloping trend line, so that is a good buy right now to trade this here to the upside, potentially 31%. To the upside, and then the final take profit point 44.4, or if we get to the top of it, 52% approximately. But this is a buy right now. I might open tomorrow a trade myself there, or maybe even later on my copy trading account. So if you want to follow that, you know what to do already. Then let's talk quick about Bitcoin Cash. Also Bitcoin Cash, I believe, once it breaks and closes a 4-hourly candle above $252.55, there is a potential that it will run all the way up to $294. So, and once it does that, this is also a 17% gain again, 10x leverage, 170% that we can make here, but I would wait a little bit until the stump is over. And here you can also see if I adjust the line a little bit like this, then you can clearly see that we are also slightly bouncing off that right now, of that downward sloping trend line. But yeah, we need a 4-hourly close within that box here to start longing Bitcoin Cash. And then Polkadot was about to break above the downward sloping trend line. Then Bitcoin took a shit right now, and that's the reason why we are going down on DOT. But here also, I believe in the next coming days, that will be another coin that will have an explosive move like Link did today, with over 20% to the upside. So that is definitely a coin that I'm looking at here at these levels where we are right now. They're for me all buy levels if you are not in already, and trade this here to the upside. Last chance opportunity, $5.42 in my opinion to get in here to trade this to the upside. But if you would get in, let's say where we are right now, you would make 10.6%. Then second take profit point at the top of the imbalance, 24%. And then the high target, 56.58%. So not bad overall. So DOT is one that I'm watching really closely. I have a trade already open on DOT. Yeah, I believe that this is definitely one of the winning coins that will see an explosive move as Link has it done already. Then here Curve is already above the downward sloping trend line. Just let me move on here with the stop loss. Oh yeah, we're just breaking under it again. So here also we are in the last chance box. If I can, that is also definitely a buy for me right now, because we have an upside potential of 25% all the way up to 127%. Once again, even with 5x leverage, that is a 6x if we go to the high target. And I believe Curve can definitely do that. Also here, Curve has shown in the past here massive runs like this to the upside. When we're looking at this, so that was 155% move to the upside. So there's definitely some power in Curve to have these explosive moves, and that was of course not within a day. So that took, let's take it from here, from this low, yeah, 47 days to get to the top. So but in 47 days, if you trade this with 10x leverage, that is almost 17x your money. For that I'm happily waiting 1.5 months. Then INJ, let's talk about this quick, and let's get rid of here some indicators. Can I have here the EMA ribbon? So here on the daily, we're looking pretty healthy. We have here this bull flag pennant. Yeah, a bullish pennant here to the downside that we broke today to the upside. We got really close to $10 almost, so $9.72-ish is where we stopped. Now we are going here to the downside a little bit again because of Bitcoin, but I still believe that INJ will in the next 2-3 days definitely touch on $10. So we did already here 6 days ago. So I see a potential for a retest. It could be a potential double top. I also want to point this out. That could be a double top here once it's happening. So we have to be careful. But I believe it will break $10 in the next 7 days if Bitcoin is not taking a massive shit to like $27,000, $26,000 and get stuck there. If that is not happening, then I definitely believe that INJ will in the next 7 days have a nice move to the upside. Guys, that's it already for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and let me know in the comments which coins you actually bought and if you are following my trades. And I'm gonna see you tomorrow.